Hi everyone, it's Rhonda. Welcome back to my channel, A Little Bit French. Today we're going to go through my basket that is filled with things to show you. I will start with these journals, these little cabinet card journals. We'll do that. As you can see, this basket is full. And I'll show you what I've been doing. And oops, one more. And then I'll push this basket aside and then we'll pull it back when it's time. Let's see, put it right there and we'll go through these first. I was just chatting with Angie and showed her these and she just loved them. I don't know what made me think of it, but I have these little cabinet cards, the little small kind. I think these are very tiny, hard to find. This is like 3.25 by 2. So this one is very small, but this is an original cabinet card, and it even has the writing or the printed name of the photographer in there. It's faded, and it almost looks like there was a stamp there. Anyway, I was just thinking one day, I thought, I make little journals out of these, but I could also make these to be like the antique lace samples, a little sample book. So that's what I did. And then from Merissa, I had some papers that she sent me, some French papers with numbers on them. And I cut them up and put them in here as if they were a reference. So that's what I did with this one. And I'll let you see it all. I just used coffee stain paper. The back is just a thick cardstock. And we got that one. And then I made this one. And they each turned out differently. They took a little bit of time because, I'm using my scraps, leftovers from projects. And so, I had to decide if I was going to do two-sided or one-sided. But these are going into kits. They're going to go into an inspiration box. And I might be making more, but this size was easy because I could have made them into a bigger book, but I decided to do this size. And then there's one more. This size I loved, and I love this picture. I wish I had made a copy. It's kind of faded. There was nothing writing in here. And just as a reference, when you hole punch too close to the edge, there's a chance it'll rip. And so I reinforced it with washi tape from Amity Bloom and then some of those ring enforcers, hole enforcers. This one turned out real pretty. And I think this might be the first one I made because I remember I was doing double-sided and it just took a while. These turned out really nice. You could slip them in a pocket, Happy Mail. I like this page. The white really shows up on this stained paper. So these are fun to make. They're relaxing. When you come in your craft room or wherever you create and you can't think of what you want to do, you could put one of these together really fast. I just happened to use my original miniature cabinet cards, so that's the difference. And you might want to, create your own cabinet card. I would imagine you could take a copy of a photo and some thick cardstock. You could make these. Now this one has names in it. Charlotte and Carl Nake. I thought that was sweet. I think this was the last one I made. And the reason that These rings are the Tim Holtz small book rings. They're larger than these. These are just jump rings that just happen to work. But when you punch too far away from the center where this is going to have to, fold over, you need a bigger ring. Otherwise, that catches. I just thought I'd tell you that. Okay. Yeah, just use some of the same trims and leftover laces. Yeah, these are fun. Those little numbers just really added to it. And there you go. Really fun to make. So we got these. Let me put them on the side. And then I created this just a few pages of lace with digitals. It's a blank journal. You can do whatever you want with it. This might go in a kit. This might be sold separately in my shop next time I have a sale. I'm not sure. I think this one, I wrote it down. It's 28 paper pages, but then there's the two lace pages in here and some ephemera. There is another lace page. I just can't find it. Okay, so I made that one. And then this one is, I think, 30 pages with 2 lace pages. Let me lay it down. Yeah, here's a lace page. Just to kind of change it up a little bit. Yeah. And they're digitals and ephemera, French ephemera mixed in these. And these will also be either in a kit or sold separately when I add things to my shop next time. You saw me create this from the Angie inspiration last week, I believe. Let me see how many. And then I finished these. Oh yeah, this is the other one, the ephemera holder. You already saw that. And then I'm using my cabinet cards. 10 cabinet cards I used. Real, authentic. So then I created another cabinet card blank journal, again with the mixture of ephemera, stain papers, and digitals. And these are a ready to alter. This one has that. I think I showed you these actually last week. Yeah, because I remember showing the backs. So these will be also in the shop. All right, let's pull this forward. These are from Angie, these two. And as I was speaking to Angie this morning, we talked about, I'll flip through these from the last Happy Mail real quickly at the end. I wanted to share, I've been making a lot of the bezels and little framed photos, but let me show you how I did that. I was on eBay and I saw this photo strip and it was quite pricey, but I mean, they just looked so cute with their hats and they look so happy. They look serious there, but they're smiling and happy. I can't tell if it's mother, daughter, or just friends. I really can't tell. And I just had to have it. And having paid a lot for it, don't tell my husband, I made a copy of it using photo paper. I think it's kind of shiny, but it's not too bad. So I made copies of it. I'm trying to see why there's lines on here. Let's see. And then I started using it in these little frames, like this one. And then this one. Those will go in kits. And then I put them inside this metal piece. I have no idea what that is, but I use it as a frame. And then I added them, those same ladies, I added them in these different bezels. Two are the vintage brass ones that I'm running out of. Let me see if there's any more of them. No, there's not. This is the last of them, those ladies. So, I mean, once you make copies of it, I just went crazy and started using. And then I made these a couple weeks ago, I think, with those brass frames. Those will go in the kit. And then I made these, making photos, copy photos rather, instead of, you know, cutting into your originals. They look just as good, if not better, than the originals. Okay, what else is in here? I think this is from Angie. And anyway, let me show you how those turn out. Let me put these all back. Love in the basket. Okay, so when you do that, you just put them on your copier, like your, you know, the copy option, and you just lay your pictures down. And I got the photo paper from Amazon. There's all different price ranges. I bought the least expensive. So yeah, I'm able to punch these out or add them to a kit, and I love them. I love making my own photos with these. I might, as a thought, I might cut some of these out and make little bundles with them because they're my originals and I don't have to put them in a digital. And when you put them in a digital, they tend to lose clarity. And so that might be a thing I do, and then you can have a nice clear image of those. So let me know if you're interested in that. And I will do that, definitely. Add that to my shop. Okay. Angie. Oh, my goodness. That woman is so talented. So in that Happy Meal I got for Christmas, she made this beautiful handkerchief holder. And then let me put this aside. And you hold it, and then there was lace in here, and I think I snatched some lace from here, but there's more hankies. She made two pockets. You can see the two pockets here. And just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm trying to not dip into it yet. Maybe by summer. But I mean, this is just gorgeous in itself. I want to frame it. It's just so pretty. So thank you, Angie, for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then this is, I actually sold some quilted journals. What happened was I was at an antique mall that I always went to, and there was this dirty, ratty, torn, I don't know how else to describe it. Someone stuffed it in a display at my antique mall, and I picked it up, and they didn't want very much for it, and it was super thin. You could tell it had been used. So this reminds me of that. I wish I could find, I sold so many of those little fabric journals with that beautiful quilt, but almost the same colors, pink and blue. Yeah. Anyway, here's Angie's gorgeous quilted. I love this. And she added this real deep pocket, a little baby inside, postcard, and another French letter that's folded. Yeah. There might have been other stuff in here, Angie. I might have taken it out. I mean, it's just loaded. It's just gorgeous. And then you open the pockets, and there's I forget what they call these. Like round fabric. Oh, I forget what they call. Here's a business card. All good wishes for a real Merry Christmas. And then here is another French piece of ephemera. Beautiful. And so you know Angie is the queen of duplication. Just beautiful. And then there's lace in here. Beautiful, gorgeous lace trims. Look at the inside. It almost looks like men's pajamas. More trim. I love this pocket. She did the side tuck pocket here and a deep pocket here. Oh my goodness. I did go through this, but I'm trying not to. I have a basket because I have to see everything. Otherwise, I won't know where to pull from when I decide to create. And so Angie has her own basket in my room where I can see in case I need something, because she sends me a lot of great vintage and antique supplies. So I try to use them, but you know, this is so pretty. Another letter, another postcard. I mean, isn't it gorgeous, you guys? So those are the two things that were in the Happy Mail. And then a lot of the stuff that she sent was just supplies and pictures and lace galore. I hope I'm in screen here. And I hope you don't hear, our pool guy is coming today, so he may ring the doorbell. But anyway, isn't this pretty? Just gorgeous. So there we go. Gotta turn that back around. So that's two of the fabric pouches, holders from my Happy Mail. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope to get things uploaded and listed in my Etsy account. I just wanted to come in today and touch base. I will be finishing up some journals. Thank you all who shopped with me last Saturday. I think that's going to be the routine. I think I'm going to always have my shop updates on Saturdays. That way, for those that work, they're not, sitting at work missing everything, and that gives everyone a fair chance. But I want to thank everyone, and more kits and more journals are coming. I just have to keep making things that go inside them. And I want to make one of these so badly. And this, but I don't have any more quilt like this. I'll have to look. And have a great day, everyone, and I will be back soon. Bye-bye.